Welcome to Down with Dragons. It's Tuesday night. Thank you for joining us. I am DM Scott.
Chris, playing Theobald.
I'm Mick. I'm playing Callan.
I'm Adam. I'm playing Loon Sentinel.
And I am Scott playing the DM. So, it's been a good week. We had a special episode yesterday. Hopefully you've had the chance to check it out. If not, I recommend it. Some good stuff. We explore a little bit what happened at the end of last episode and find out what happened when Callan Den took the drink from that flask. To find out, as soon as this episode's over, you should go check out that episode. But stay around for this episode because we're live. Also, from last week, inspiration. As we've kind of talked about, every week we're doing inspiration through your comments, your votes for who you think was kind of the MVP of the night or did something super funny or meaningful, anything that just kind of stuck out to you. Just hashtag inspiration, whether it be here during the comments of the actual stream, on Twitter, on our Facebook channel, Discord, anything and everything that is the easiest way for you. Come find us. Let us know what you think and who you think should get inspiration. That being said, going from comments from last time, Loon, you actually get inspiration this week for not being a murder hobo.
Woo! The one thing every character in D&D is known for.
Yeah, and you're not. So kudos. Yet. Well, yeah. Well, hey.
He is a
The
fresh
campaign
young
is
man.
yeah. The campaign's young. We can,
Yes, it
we
can change easily.
So, last week on our episode, Chris, why don't you take it away and do our little recap?
So in our last full episode, as part of our probationary status in the Scalebound Guild, we were given our first mission to retrieve any artifacts of interest from the pre-dragon's ruin of Alundol, in competition with another group of probationary applicants to the guild, Telsia Maelstrom, the Dragoon Knight, and Gret the Tiefling. On our way to the docks to find passage to the ruins downriver, we caught wind of a ship by the name of the River Strider that was heading south and lifting anchor shortly. A band of thugs accosted us before we could get there, with the leader charmed into believing that Telsia Maelstrom, along with her protectors, were fleeing Telsia's abusive husband, who just happened to match Theobald's description. Failing to persuade them otherwise, Theobald and Loon Sentinel fought fiercely until Callan came flying into the rescue again, in his full luchador regalia. Callan quickly incapacitated the other group's brute with a judicious kick a la one of Sealy Grizzle's inventions, and then proceeded to kill the gang's leader in a dazzling display of martial acrobatics. The rest of the gang fled, and Callan's cursory examination revealed that the leader was somehow involved with a group of assassins known as the Three-Headed Serpent, potentially making the group's decision to let the survivors go more dangerous than anticipated. Hurrying to catch the River Strider, Callan and Loon Sentinel managed to convince the captain to let them board, and an uneasy truce was struck with Maelstrom and her group for the week's ride downriver, heralded by a shooting star that promised them good fortune and an easy journey. While the three of us relaxed on deck, carefully exchanging information with Gret the Tiefling on our last night on the river, Callan absently took a sip from his ornate flask and appeared to zone out for a moment.
You should do this every week. That was good.
Yeah, by the way, you get my inspiration. Just like that
Yeah,
was...
no kidding.
That's how that's done.
Oh,
That was well written, man.
Yeah, very well done.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I do you want to switch?
No,
I mean,
no, I'm fine.
oh, okay. Seems so much more prepared than me.
Yeah. What day is it today?
It is the 44th.
Oh, yeah.
Of
And how? Oh, I can't even pronounce
Alhavi
it.
or something.
Anvala.
Anvala.
yeah, but
There
I'm
it
the
is,
third
44th,
one. Yeah,
yep.
What?
whatever. But I'm the prepared one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
I didn't bring a calendar.
I got it.
I didn't bring a calendar. I made a calendar. So, you were on deck, and Callan, you just got done taking your sip. Had your moment, which felt much longer than a moment. But then, looking around, Gret is in front of you. as is Loon and Theo. They're, you're all still in that moment where you're all kind of talking, kind of halfway at the close of, a conversation, but still in that moment.
So, yeah, I'm kind of stuck in a moment where I don't really know what's real for me. Yeah. So I'm looking around. I'm back to where I am.
Gret, what kind of...
Yeah,
Callan, are you all right? You seem like you've seen a ghost or something.
Totally dazed. I'm not really responding to that.
My friend, what is going on? You are not yourself right now.
And I'm just gonna...
Gret, would you
and
mind
I'm gonna get a
excusing
big
us for
grin on my face and still not explain where my head's at.
I'll let
guys
you all
keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I'll
keep an eye on him for a minute.
And
go
at
down.
some point when you're just totally weirded out at me, Loon, when you get thirsty and you take a drink of your stuff, I kind of just point in your direction and watch you drink. And I'm just watching.
Okay. You are being quite odd right now. Not that that's out of the ordinary, but this is out of the ordinary even for you. Is everything...
So you're taking a drink?
No, not of your flask. Are you handing me the flask?
No, I didn't say a word to you.
He was narrating for the future. We're all in the
Oh,
moment. Okay.
I see. You're just kind of sitting here waiting for something to do anything.
This is me. I'm not explaining anything. My head's all over the place. My expression's all over the place. I'm not helping you.
Is he
I'm not
seasick
helping you
maybe?
figure
Like,
out
has he
anything.
been sick?
Right.
I mean...
And
Just because this is who I am, medicine check, anything to just tell what's
Sure,
going on?
absolutely.
23.
Other than the fact he looks maybe a little discombobulated, like medically or anything like that, he doesn't look like he's all of a sudden he doesn't look flush, he doesn't look like he's gonna hurl or anything like that. He just looks a little like, he not even confused. He looks 100% there.
just
So
had a
there's no
moment.
follow my
But
fingers.
And then I'm actually getting a little giddy.
Yeah, like
And
medically, nothing's wrong. Like you wouldn't think like, he's got the vapors, nothing,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
at some point, when you guys just throw your hands up and you go back to what you're doing, and I see Loon Sensinome get thirsty and take a drink.
Yeah,
Okay,
eventually.
we'll hold
I will,
on
yeah.
that. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So as you said, keep an eye on him and all that, and you're going to walk
I'm heading
where?
down under deck.
Okay, you're heading under deck. So Theo
Below deck,
hey, keep an eye on him, and walks off.
Yep.
Gret will because he was gonna excuse himself, being like, I'm not as familiar with you guys. I don't know if this is a thing, but now is like, okay, and he kind of just Callan, how you feeling? All right? Can I get you some water? Can I get you something to eat? Like, has he eaten today? Like, it's not really.
I do not know.
The sun's down,
I
but
am not his keeper, but right now I'm afraid that this is between the two of us, and your help is appreciated, but I don't know that we can trust you right now, considering you are the enemy team.
Oh, fair. Oh, that's actually
I'm
great.
just gonna just being
have a
weird
good
again.
night.
And as Gert kind of leaves, I'll just say,
Gert?
Gret.
Gret, Gret.
He didn't say
Gret.
that. What?
Oh, you dropped your hat, and he didn't have a hat, right?
No, he did not.
But there's a hat right behind him.
He looks down and he's like, he's curious. Okay, I don't remember having a hat.
I'm seeing him see it, and I'm just getting more giddy.
Yeah, he sees it and like he's not seeing through anything. Yeah, he like kind of is like, I don't own that. Like was I wearing a hat?
I don't know. Some days you need to trust this guy.
I don't know whose hat is it. Just
He's going to like kind of walk over to it and just kind of bend down like, I don't. And
Seriously,
he'll pass his hand through it and he'll be like, look at it. That's real mature. Like, I was trying to help, but if this is, you know what?
and then
Maybe
loose stuff.
Calcio was right about you guys. Like, I was trying to give you all the benefit of the doubt.
If he'll
Have it. No. Good night.
No, I'm not
No,
talking.
no, he's walking out.
No, Gert, wait.
And
Check
then-
this out, check this out.
And as he's doing this thing, I'm trying. I don't know if you're slippery fish or what, but I'm trying to okay, grab him and just what is going on? What is going on right now? What is going on with you? You are absolutely bonkers right now.
Bonkers. Yeah. About
What
that.
is left up here in the brain? Is it gone? What happened?
Aren't you thirsty?
I don't know that I particularly am. Now, however you say, is there?
I don't know. I'm gonna look for some loose stuff on the railings or something to just shoot.
And he's okay.
You're gonna look for what on
Just, shoot finger guns at.
anything?
Just something loose that's inconsequential. That
Yeah.
isn't gonna
Yeah, someone totally left it it looks like just like a water mug. Just from earlier in the day when it was hotter, there's a mug sitting there.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the water mug.
Roll to attack. Roll to attack.
Okay.
Should be super easy.
Okay.
What's
So that was a 4 + 6, 10.
10 is literally
Yeah.
so you and it blows apart.
Okay, so I'm just getting more giddy.
It's obviously force energy, but your magic has a look, a color. For you, what is it?
Oh, okay. It is it's like a green, like a sparkly green, translucent green, and looks like metallic gold. And when it hits, it just it's a party favor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's eldritch green and emerald gold light, and then
It's like
Yeah!
it's like turning on the grunt headshot.
yeah,
thing.
confetti mode. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So I'm doing that, and then I'm looking for more stuff to just go to town with, because I have just
Oh, you're going down the
Confirmed
river
that-
as well. Yeah.
confirmed that I wasn't just crazy, and I can really do
And
stuff
I'm not
now.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm glad you're left with this.
Yeah,
So as Wild Bill Hickok
yeah.
mounts up to the rail and just starts looking for every squirrel, every loose, just we flash to
And you see a panic like, does not know what to do.
we go down deck and going into down the stairs, entering into the hallway. We see Theo. Where are you going?
I'm heading to our opponent's cabin.
Okay. So you
Do I hear Gret coming behind me?
Not yet. Not
Right.
yet.
Good.
You walk down the hall, a very long hallway, and go to the door, literally right across the hall from yours.
Great. I'm going to Viscera Inhabitera Facet Unias Moris. Casting Bless on myself. Maiden bless us.
Okay.
And
Okay. Hello. Who is it?
I need a minute. Let me say my
Come in.
piece and I'll leave you be.
Come in. Come in.
Door, head in.
As you open the door, you'll see on one of the beds, in all the actual functional armor off, but just kind of the under tunic and stuff like that, leaning against the wall on a bed, is the dragoon that you saw before, and then Talcia, who's got some a book open and some scrolls and all that, and she's just kind of bundling everything, just sliding it into the book and closing the book, and just turns very very proper, and just, do we need to be alone, or?
No, we don't have time for that.
Excellent. And she just waves her hand and the door shuts. I'm all ears, Theobald.
Just, we need to get this straight. This ain't personal. Not on my part, anyway. Just a job. You don't like me, that's fine. She didn't bring me back to mess around with you. I got work to do, and I don't have a lot of time to do it. You're a good tactician, you're clever. You'd be a good asset for the guild. But you fuck around with my squad, you get either Lincensum or Colin killed or injured with your ill-aimed spite. you become a liability. I'll leave you bleeding out on the docks, or I'll leave you bleeding out just like that man on the docks. No qualms on my part.
Damn.
Is that all?
That's all. You want to throw down? Let's go. Otherwise, let's leave it be. I'll call it quits from my side.
Very fair. I'll be honest, I think I like you 10% more. But you said it best. Why don't we just leave it there? No harm, no foul. I'm fine if you're fine.
Fair enough.
Thank you for coming.
Back towards the door.
Guess and as you turn, she'll just wave a finger and it opens.
Fair enough.
And as you walk out, she'll wave her hand. She's like, "Until next time, sweetie."
Oh.
All right.
FYI, don't even need insider perception. The gentleman sitting on the bed wishes he had left.
That's how I feel sitting over here.
He's just like, awkward. So yeah, about then, as the door shuts and you hear that, sweetie, you'll stop for that split second, and then turn down the hall and you'll see Gret coming down, seeming a little unhappy, and just stop and look at you and just... What?
Nothing. Business here, son.
Excellent. Keep your frickin' friends away from me.
Same on your side?
If I can help it. By the way,
Deal.
he's insane. Good luck with that one.
Like yours is any better. I'm gonna head back up now.
As he walks and goes to the door, you will hear just a... and then open the door.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, just like crazy, spiteful. 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other, and goes in. So you come back onto deck.
What the?
Thank you. I don't even have to recolor the scene.
Listen, I do not
Dragon's
know
teeth, Lunsensnum.
What do I do?
As loud as you've ever heard your name called out right now, I am saying Theobald! Using thaumaturgy.
No.
Theobald!
I am doing everything in my power to just keep him as cordoned as I can to a section, and trying to avoid the fingers.
I don't need my upper arms.
No, I'm not like holding you. I'm just like, okay, keeping him like
Grab an arm.
A bull.
Lunsensum, grab an arm.
You want me to touch that thing?
Throwing him in.
You're
In the
aiming
water?
Yes.
I follow you.
Don't.
Are you fighting this grapple?
They're throwing me in the water.
They're grabbing you to throw you in the water.
This is what I wanted to do, but didn't want to do on my own.
Yeah. Are you fighting this?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm still blessed.
Yeah, so boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, 2 hands, and you're like, "Hey, guys." On the way into the water, he might have pulled off 1 or 2 more shots.
Hey, guys!
Splash.
Hold on, I'm immediately looking for something to throw to it, a rope or anything, just to have right there.
Ironically, on our boat, there's rope.
I just want to have. I want to. Yeah.
Okay.
And I have it in hand. I'm like, do you feel a little better?
Wait, does Eldritch Blast work underwater?
You can
Roll to attack.
I see something
Don't put a
moving
hole
down
in the
there.
boat.
Oh, dang, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a 24.
So as you reach out with your finger and go to shoot, and you ask yourself, "Does this work underwater?" You hear, "Heck yeah, it does, man!"
It's still. Listen, here's the rope.
I'm going fishing!
Anyone seen Crocodile Dundee?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, at some point I'll have to
Yeah.
Anyway,
take
the
the rope.
rope's in the water trailing. You can grab it when you will.
The boat is still making
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you managed to catch a Callan, bring him up.
Yeah, I'd probably grab some pieces of it. It'd be chum by now, but and I'll bring it up with me.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. And I enjoyed the ride. I'm having a blast.
Yeah, that's
Eldritch
good.
Blast.
That's good.
How do I say this in the most delicate way possible?
Just say it.
Go
keep
for
it in your pants, man.
That's funny, Lucencio. I thought you didn't have a sense of humor, and I was going to try another trick on you. Oh, man. We're going to have a good time.
Cheers him.
Gee, what now?
Yeah. Oh, but thanks for
I
pulling.
actually missed that. What was
Thanks for pulling me out of the water. I do
that?
appreciate it.
You are. I cannot just leave you
Don't-
floating behind. But
No, I know that.
are you going to be okay?
I am okay. That's never been in question.
This is news to me. I have been watching you for the last 20 minutes, just blowing things up left and right all over.
I know, isn't that cool?
What is this? What are you doing? I thought you were the sneaky thiefy type.
Sacre bleu.
The tools in your toolbox are a good thing.
Yes, but Jack of a trades. We can talk about Jack of a trades, but
You're gonna get us thrown off the boat permanently.
thank you, Theobald.
But we're almost done
Control
anyways.
yourself.
let's
We
get
have
to
a
the
night
dock.
left. They
Let's
could
get
still
to the
throw
dock
us off.
Oh, okay.
right.
Let's get to the dock.
If you can contain yourself, we should probably try to get a little rest.
All right. Lucencidome, thank you very much. Cheers.
Is that your flask?
Yeah, and I'll just clink
Oh,
it to your water skin
okay.
or whatever. And
Kind of clink.
I'm drinking. I don't know about him.
I just kind of slowly take a sip, and that's about all I do.
What is it?
It'd be wine.
Okay.
What have you done?
What? You don't like it?
This is alcohol?
Yes.
You have defiled my body.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Throw the flask away.
Or the water skin?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll Eldritch Blast it when it's in the air.
Roll to attack.
I threw it to the deck.
Hey,
and then just chucked
16.
it behind. Oh, yeah.
You can have my water
Nope,
skin.
I'm turned around. I'm walking, hands in the air, walking off. You can already hear the mantra
All
sound.
right. All right. I had a good day. So
I am off on the
Theobald,
bow
what's
of
up?
the ship, crane style, standing there just doing my mantra, moving through the things. You can see the anchor.
Trying to center
Yes.
yourself. Okay. You two turn to each other as Loon walks off to go meditate.
Theobald.
Had a conversation with Tulsia.
Oh.
I think we better set a watch. She was actually reasonable.
Oh my gosh, this session
that
is
is-
fantastic.
That's
Okay.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's quite the day.
Oh,
That
no, they
comment
saw
was real
through me.
portent of. That comment really was right, wasn't it?
And since no, you want to take? You seem a bit perturbed. You want to take first
Oh,
watch?
dude, I'm way off on the bow. I don't. You're gonna have to yell. Be yelling for me. I may or may not be listening.
You know
Hold
someone
on.
who can speak up though.
Okay, yeah. I would have heard you, and in the middle of it, I would have stopped. That is fine. Let me finish, and I will take watch.
I'm just gonna crash up on the deck here. I ain't even going back down to the cabin.
Okay.
All right, so I'll probably calm down, but I'll be making minor illusions and just giggling.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
I'll hear and you'll see me twitch just every now and then, just as I'm up there trying.
Hey, Loon, it's a giant rat.
That is wonderful, Colin. It is just great.
Unfortunately, it
Doesn't
is a
move, though.
frozen image of one.
Master Adrian.
They don't move. They just,
You hear me start to mumble to myself. Why did they send me out here? What is my purpose anymore?
Hey, Loon, it's a box of giant rats.
Not even going to turn around.
10 rats. Yeah. So the evening goes on. You are setting watches.
Yeah, take the first one.
What? Okay. First,
Yep.
I'll do second.
second,
Take
third.
the dawn one. Yeah.
Dawn. Okay. Why don't you all make me perception checks?
Do it with advantage with Owl's assistance.
Oh, absolutely. With Owl. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's a total of 8.
I got a 12.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Dang, dude.
So, nothing.
Yeah. I'm a little perturbed.
You're a little perturbed. You're a little distracted as well. But by the end of your shift, you actually are able to get yourself back to a comfortable center that it's like... There's a small thought of like, I probably wasn't as focused as I could, but we're on a boat, we're going down river. There's other crew members on watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a happy place again. That's what needed to happen.
Yep.
You wake up Callan. Callan, you go on shift.
Oh, hey, Loon Sentinel. How's it going?
It's going fine. It is going well.
It's a good night.
Hey, it wasn't so bad.
Stars
Okay.
are pretty tonight.
Yeah. It's actually, you know what? As far as things go, it is beautiful tonight.
Yeah, it really is.
Actually, you know what? I'll
It's
let
good to see
everybody
that you are
make
back
that
to-
check because you'll all notice it as it comes. Everyone make me a nature check.
Oh, cool.
Nature.
Just straight 16.
16?
So 11.
I also got an 11.
Okay. 16. You will be aware of the fact of the sky is like almost where you've ever experienced those nights where it almost feels like there's a magnifying glass on the stars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything just seems bigger.
Yeah. This is actually a precursor to some weather coming. Probably within the next day or so.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful night and it's still. And that's part of it too. And you can hear some like on the shorelines
Now,
there's a
is
lot-
this like weather like sometimes a ring around the moon will be a precursor to rain the next day like this?
just there's probably going to be some like decent where they give a warning of at least severe thunderstorms
Oh,
or
sure.
severe blizzards or there's nothing that's going to be get to the basement, but
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
there's weather.
Yep.
It's probably coming.
And I would
It's-
pass this on. Like, the night is beautiful, but it does seem that we are going to be encountering some particular weather events in the next couple of days.
And you don't exactly see the same signs as he's obviously picking up, but
My
you can
elbow's
kind of,
feeling
with
a little
that help,
flabby.
be like, yeah, maybe, absolutely. And I'd say even though you had an 11 with him pointing it out, when it gets to your shift as well, you'll be like, oh yeah, yep, he's right. All right, so Cal, you take your shift.
Okay.
Probably still doing some more minor quiet illusions.
Yep.
And probably, if anything, picking one or two, crewmen who are on deck who are working. It's pretty quiet though. They're not working hard. They're just kind of little adjustments, stuff like that. Entertaining, someone in the crow's nest or
Right.
something like that. And
Yeah, just to keep awake. I'm talking to everybody that I can up and just be friendly.
yep, and that kind of magic doesn't freak them out or anything like that. They'll think it just kind of, if anything, they'll be man, should have done this, days ago, man. Like this is kind of fun, That's about it. Why'd you hold back, man? You're getting off the boat tomorrow, Beyond that, it's quiet evening.
All right.
Theobald, your shift goes by quiet. You will within an hour or so, you'll see some of the telltale things. So every now and then little gusts of wind and all that. So it's that weather there's something coming. But it's a quiet night. About an hour before dawn, you'll be on, just kind of getting ready, almost putting some of your stuff together a little bit, where it's today's the day, and I should be waking up soon. Sun's gonna be coming up. You'll hear just and you'll look around and look up, and on one of the masts, there's a little imp just staring down at you. And he waves. And he keeps staring. You've seen this little imp before.
Mm-hmm.
Just hanging out.
It's a multicolored one.
Yep.
Okay.
Talsius.
Okay.
Just watching. And right when it's getting to the end of your shift and you're about to kind of nudge everybody, it's hey, time to get up, He'll just kind of and disappear. Beyond that, quiet evening. So, new day. You all wake up, have a very basic breakfast, and About halfway through the day, you will arrive at the dock. The dock is very simple. It's you'll actually go underneath a very large bridge that spans over 200 feet from side to side and over 50 feet high. So it's made for river vessels to be able to cruise underneath, and it's all stone. On the other side of it, on the south side, there's actually a stone square dock. Literally just, it's got some posts and all that, so you can tie up to it, and not more than 50 yards from the dock, there is a few, if you're gone to city park, stuff like that, where they have the kind of enclosures, stuff like that, with dirt floors and all that, some fire pits. There's literally a spot for people who are waiting for any ship that they might be able to take passage on, or wagons, that's been arranged for, all right, we're dropping off here, you keep it going there, whatever. And there's one small little shack that looks to be kind of like an office of sorts. It's vacant, but you'd assume it's a way for ships that are stopping in to pick up letters, or pick up and leave information, just little correspondence for captains and all that as they're coming through. So that is what you see when you get there. Talcia and her group will be on deck as you are approaching, going underneath the bridge. They're quiet. They're not doing anything aggressive or anything like that. But this is where they'll be tying up and dropping the plank, so everybody, or the gangplank, so everybody can disembark.
We promised you our head start. You still want that?
Well, it was your word, and as you said, you're a plain man and made everything quite clear.
I will.
Good journey. Hopefully, we don't have to interact anymore with each other.
The best of luck to you.
To you as well. She'll step off.
Nod to Gret.
Dragoon in full armor, nodding to all of you, walking, and Gret will just kind of nod to you, and just and walk off, and they will start walking at just a average good pace, heading to the east.
Is there anybody at there are people around at this?
There are a
landing
few
spot?
that looks like they're travelers that are there, and as soon as the gangplank and you guys disembark, it seems like one or two people kind of come towards the dock, and the quartermaster gets off after you guys, and it looks like there's going to be a conversation, probably looking for passage of some sort, finding what direction how far they're going, things like that.
Colin, you want to find out if there's anything odd going on around here?
I can do that.
What time do you know about when that storm's going to hit? I can feel it. I don't know anything about it.
Is there something I could roll, or would I know?
I'll roll a nature check. Absolutely.
Straight 14.
Straight 14?
Oh.
Not 100% sure exactly, obviously.
Yeah.
But you get the sense that probably within the next 24 hours. It's building. It's there. Whether it be through kind of animal activity.
Yeah.
It's
I spent
coming.
enough time in the woods.
Exactly. So it's you're not 100% you know what? Roll me a survival instead. You're proficient with that, correct?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's.
Did I just hurt you?
10.
10. Okay. I'll take into account the first roll still as well. Within 24 hours.
Yeah.
It feels pretty sure that it's probably by midday tomorrow.
You would see me do a few things, testing the air and other similar things, soil, everything, watching the animals for a moment. I cannot tell you an exact time. However, it is most certainly within the next day.
Fair enough.
Is there a postal office here?
There is a office type shack that
I'm
is
gonna
there.
check in quick, kind of ruffling through for that poster.
Okay. So you go to it. There's no one there.
Nobody there.
No. And this is mostly for crews and people passing.
And there's
that have
nothing
official.
sitting there, no letters or nothing.
I mean, there are some posters of wanted or little things like that. It's a bulletin board on this shack as well. But you don't see anything of
Okay.
what you had sent or
Yeah, it doesn't
anything like that yet.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, but you very quickly, even if you look, would be like, I'm leaving as fast as that letter could have left.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. I just want to see if there's someone that manned this station. Be like,
No.
hey, this is. Yep.
This is kind of like one of those things where it's like anybody who has official business knows like what to leave and where to leave it, but at the same time, yeah, you could technically like rob it and take anything that is left behind. But the thing is, the things that are left behind are more of like a, why would you want to? This is just like,
Well, there's no reason.
hey, we'll be back here. This boat will be back here, expected on this date. Travelers heading
Cool.
north, or
Yep,
you
yep,
know,
yep.
had a bad run-in with some bandits to the south. Be wary.
It's more like a notice board for
Yep,
this.
kind of.
Okay.
For anybody who needs to know, especially other boats or anything like that that is doing trade along the river.
Okay,
Like,
fair enough.
kind of multi-purpose.
All right. Cool.
I'd like to maybe use my background and investigation skills to just look around, see what would be like a good hub for people passing through that might have information.
You're there.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't
Just-
even have to roll. You're
Just
there.
at the dock or at that office
Well,
thing?
like, it's not that big of an area.
Right.
I mean, it's like the few people that are, there are like two groups of less than 6 people each group, wagons, stuff like that, that are there, and then representatives from each that are talking to the quartermaster, talking about, being within range, just seeing how far downriver you're going. We're looking to charter passage, you know, things of that nature.
So besides the passengers looking for passage, about the only people there is like the quartermasters that are dealing with them.
The quartermaster from the River Strider you were on,
Okay.
and then the people representing the groups they are from. Otherwise, it's vacant. Like, people just, it's kind of a rest stop.
Right.
And or there's a dock here for trade and commerce, you know, and transport.
Okay. Would there be somebody who manages like the trade and transport part?
It's kind of independent. A boat shows up. If there are people here, great. They leave a notice the next time they're going to be through, if they know when they're going to come through, and then they move on. It's
Okay.
like, this is kind of an open...
Right. So
Yeah.
there's like just nobody organic to that
No,
post.
no one specifically. There, otherwise, there'd be a town here,
Right.
You know, or you know, this is kind of it's a, and that goes into the fact of how big the map is. If like like when I've told you the distance and stuff like that, it's hard to cover that kind of range, and every
Right.
place have a thing, and so like they've kind of found ways to make existence work, where it's like, we are the people who use the the river. This works for us. We leave notices. If you want to be on here, you might have to hang out for a week.
Okay.
But there's shelters here. There's there's relative safety because it's a fairly, I mean, it's the main road, so shouldn't be too much hooligans and all that. But then again, might be. You know, you're out in middle of nowhere practically.
It doesn't seem like I'm finding much that might be informative for the way we're headed. But we're an odd bunch. Maybe I can look to see if among anybody coming or going,
Yeah.
there's someone similarly looks out of place,
Okay.
and see what they know. And
Just roll me a
just
perception.
get
Then.
friendly with them. Alright. That's 6.
6. So out of the 2 wagons, the only like one looks like literally just a group of like almost homesteaders that are looking like they've got their wagon full of possessions and things like that, and they're looking probably to just relocate. The other one looks like a wagon that is like a fur trader. Looks like even the gentleman who's standing there waiting to talk to the quartermaster, he's actually got furs and stuff like that with him. So he might not be looking to book passage. He might actually just be looking to, you interested? I was in the area. I thought I'd hang out. Do you want to buy some to go sell some? You know, might be just doing business. Between the two, he'd stick out more than the other one, but only because he doesn't look like he's actually looking for transport.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, I would like to talk to him too.
Okay, so-
I also kind of feel like the homesteaders, maybe there's a reason that they want to relocate.
Absolutely, yeah. You can talk to both of them. Right now, the homesteader, the adult male, he is looks to be half elf. He is talking to the quartermaster. The human, who is big, just big belly, tall guy, big beard. He is just standing there waiting. He's just kind of leaving about 10, 15 feet, just kind of being polite, waiting.
Okay.
He just standing there.
All right. So this is among the homesteaders?
No, this would be
Or
the trader.
The trader, okay.
Yep, sorry.
All right. I will just come out and, hey, you know anything about Alan Dahl?
Let's see if he does. Hi, friend. Yeah, Alan Dahl. Are those like that deserted city or deserted down deep in the forests there to the I guess south east of here? Like about a good week and a half.
Yeah, see,
2 weeks probably if you're going actually all the way in. I mean, it's somewhere in that area. I've heard of it. Yeah, what about it, friend?
Yeah, that's exactly the way what I'm asking. I guess, what do you know about it? I represent a party who is very curious about taking a look at it. Maybe you don't know much about it. Maybe you could send me in the right direction to talk to someone else. Or do you know how to get there fast?
I've never been there myself. But, you hear things. I mean, ghost stories, things that obviously just scare people away.
What kind of ghost stories?
Tribal, barbarian type creatures that hang out in the woods there. Things like that. I mean, I'll be honest. I travel a lot on these roads, and you kind of hear a little of everything. I've heard of the undead of those who don't stay away coming.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it kind of ranges everything from you got your goblins of the forest, which I've seen a few goblins to be honest. Roaming the forests. I mean, granted, we're far enough away, you're not going to see any around here.
Okay.
But once you get about a week, once you get closer to the actual, into the forest area, you'll probably see a goblin too. Most of the time, they stick to themselves. They're not too bad of folk. Mm-hmm. They might every now and then steal, like they steal a fur or something like that. Unless they honestly think they have a reason to get the jump on you. For the most part, they're like kids. They just steal a little here, a little there.
Cool.
Live and let live. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But,
you do a good trade in the trapping business?
Not too bad. I mean, me and my boys over there, we've been doing it for about, I've been doing it for about 20 years now. They're planning on hopefully taking over once I'm gone. But
nice.
Yeah, pays well enough to keep, food in our bellies. And granted, we don't have a home, but it's the way we like it. We like to keep on the move, follow the game, trade when we can.
Oh, nice. Are you ever interested in setting up a bigger distribution, maybe in Dragonlock?
Oh, that takes more overhead than I've got. I like to keep it simple. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the boys one day they'll want to settle down with a girl or something like that. That's for the young. I enjoy the road and enjoy just hunting and doing what I can just to be content. Yeah. But if they ever want to do that, they have my blessing. I could care less.
Oh, I wish I had the time for that kind of life. It sounds so great. You got some fine merchandise there. You ever run across anything exotic?
Oh, no. Not me. The few encounters I've seen anything remotely exotic, I steer wide. If I can't take it down with my bow, we shouldn't have been there to start with.
Oh, so what kind of creatures would you be given a wide berth around here?
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay. So that's 13.
13? Okay. He'll just... Wow, I mean, to be honest... it wasn't right with what I saw. It probably was just some kind of large bear or something like that, nothing too crazy. Just it was further to the south. It was cold, and we'd been moving for days, so yeah, probably was nothing.
Oh.
Just bigger than most
that-
bears I've ever seen. So it was just thought
South
it was
isn't the
something more.
direction we'd be going
No,
anyways, right?
no.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you have some fine furs here. Do you have anything in a small sable looking? What do you call that?
Are you talking like a shawl, or are you talking
Yeah,
like a
like
scarf or
Scarf.
Uh,
No, there's a word for it.
oh, are you talking about just the shoulder
The stole?
covering?
Stole. Yes.
Oh, stole. Okay.
Fur stole. There you go.
Well, I rolled a 17. He's just like, yeah, actually, I do. And he'll, hold on, or come with me, come on, and he'll start to walk back towards his wagon, and he go back there, and he'll start digging through, and his is like, it's like, Marcus, come around over here, grab in the box underneath. Thank you, and he started to open up. He's like, sable, right? He said, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Pull out, and he's got some really rich black ones, and then one that looks a little bit more spotted. That has that's not, it's not gorgeous, but it's just not a flat color. So it's browns with some blacks and things like that.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking that black one might accent my cloak pretty nice.
It's like, oh, absolutely. 1 gold. I mean, if that's fair to you.
Yeah. I'll take 2 if you have them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And he's like, you know what? Gold and 5 silver for both. Make you a deal.
No, I couldn't do that to you. I really appreciate the work you're doing. This is beautiful stuff. I would not feel good paying less than your asking price for it. Please, if you feel this is too much, then someday you'll have an opportunity to pass on the gesture.
Hands you. He's like, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you. And boys, shake his hand. That's the way it should be on the road. We will do that. And just to let you know, if you head down the road here, I don't know what direction you going. Even I didn't even ask.
East towards
East.
Allendole.
Perfect. That's the way we came.
Okay.
About if you push hard, a day. There is a large farmstead. No farm, but it's the farmhouse. It is a couple that basically has used an old farmhouse and turned it into an inn. It's one of the few you're going to find around here for probably about a week.
That's very helpful. Oh my, thank you.
Yeah, go there. Tell him Garrick sent you.
Garrick, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. It was my pleasure. Thank you again. Thank you.
All right. Well, I hope I catch up with you again in the future. You and your boys take care.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Callan.
Callan Den. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
You've got 2 black sable furs.
Oh, beautiful. I'm
You
just
can act perfectly sane sometimes.
Yeah.
Act.
axe.
He just walks away, just like almost cracked at the seams there for a second.
I'm up on the bridge,
Okay.
leaning against the bridge. I got a chunk of wood. I'm just kind of carving. I'm going to be sending Owl out. Keep just kind of tailing behind as they're going down the road, staying well behind, but just making sure they get into this. Now, is this an actual road going into the woods, or is it like an old? How old is the bridge? Is this like pre-Dragon's Bridge?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
old, but the thing is this bridge also with some of the
I mean, I'm not a stonemason.
No, but you've been around through your travel, through your service, that there are a few structures in this world that are pre-dark times, and they have a kind of engineering and structure to them that they are just seem to be more lasting.
I like them. They're nice and solid. I
This is one of those where it's like knowing that it's been here for over 1,000 years. Man, you wouldn't guess it, man. You know.
And is there a road, or is it just kind of a...
There is a road. What I'd say the road to, like, it's not like it's a brick road or anything like that, but it is a very well traveled and like almost like a very thorough cobblestone that is like but loose cobblestone, you know, where it's trampled down, it's all, and it's a clear, you know, cut. Once probably laid, there some maintenance may be done from time to time, but for the most part it's the travel done on it and the fact that once was laid like cobblestone, and so it's broken and all that, but it's like worn and smooth to the fact of it's a very evident road. It's not a path.
Yep. Okay. All right.
I shared all that information with everybody.
Oh, all right. I guess for the remainder of the time where I'm not checking out the postal office, I will be knowing that we're going to need more provisions. Just taking a quick scouring of the edges here, not getting too far away from the docks, but looking for small animals, anything I can get, any berries, anything. Just
Roll me a survival check.
okay.
You do have a background feature that.
Yeah.
Outlander, that helps.
My survival check is a 21. Outlander. I don't have it immediately here.
I know what it is.
Okay.
You have enough skill to normally be able to procure enough water and food for up to 6 people.
Here
I
it
think.
is.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. So
You can fresh water for yourself. Oh, 5 other people. 6 in total.
6. Okay. So, you'll spend the better part of an hour, kind of,
the
you know,
hour,
through the conversations and him doing
You guys see me kind
surveillance.
of poof for a minute and like, what the heck?
You're not going to find like the most flavorful things like that. For the simple fact of this is a well-known area where people come, people go, hang out, and so it's like it has been scavenged.
I'm
It-
finding the things that most people don't find.
Exactly. And so, like, you come back with a few, like, you know, a few little, like, mushrooms and a few, like, just little things here and there that it's like, you know, for the average person where it's like, that's not a meal. And it's like, oh, this has all the calories you're going to need for breakfast. You know, like, you're good. You know?
And in whatever time I have left, I'll be prepping them and stashing them away and letting them know that, hey, I've got some stuff here.
Perfect. So, an hour goes by. Mm-hmm. You've reconvened. You show them your bounty. You come back and relay all the information that you got from Garrick, and you come back letting them know that you've been keeping a watchful eye on the group as they passed to the east until they got outside your about 1 mile range.
Yep, sounds good.
Well, I believe we have followed up on our end of the deal. Shall we? Kind of hiking the pack I've got. And...
Yep.
Bags of rats.
Which, by the way,
Nice.
I didn't go specifics, but I very quickly after watching last episode, I overcharged you guys so horribly for the supplies. So I'm just gonna say 10 gold back, and I should probably do a little bit more.
Rebate.
But we're just gonna straight 10 back. So because when I was just to make sure my own notes were accurate, I was rewatching. I'm like 15 gold. Wow. That's not how much that should cost. Like, that's just the number I grabbed, apparently, you know.
We didn't barter.
True, that is also true. But she wasn't, like, her... If it was another character, I'd be like, nope, he gouged you. Sorry. She's not a gouger.
All right.
So, you get your stuff. And you are all ready, and you're going to start heading out.
Yep.
Yes.
What pace are we going? Are we going just a regular, standard traveling pace? A little bit more grueling, or, you know?
There's a risk of overtaking the other group, but if
You
there's a
promised
fight-
for an hour.
Didn't we just agree to 1 hour head start? That's it?
It'd be awkward, but I think if we can hit that
On your
farmhouse-
left!
Yeah. So I don't think it's bad if we push. We
your
wouldn't be breaking Theobald's good
your
word.
push is may not be my total.
You may
push.
have to slow down a little
Yeah.
bit for us.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we could just ride Linsensinome.
Yeah. Well, hop on this sled. We can find
He's
a couple
on
of
the
bars to
equivalent.
make in the wheels.
Yeah, he's on the equivalent of like a PT run, and you guys are like, "Whoa!" You're like, "Wow, I haven't even broke a sweat yet. Come on, guys!" You know. Woo! Yeah. So a little bit
And we got
more.
a storm coming if we can get under shelter and get some more news.
That's
about
as
what
much
we're
worse
looking
than
at.
anything. We
That'd
need to
good.
be keeping an eye out for perhaps a cave, any small shelter that we can find on the way. We're going to need it. It's not going to be some minor bit of rain. It feels like it's going to be more.
So I say we push ahead, see if we can get to that farmhouse.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right.
Yep.
Carry on.
So you start hustling and moving.
I'm gonna be using an owl to try to scout ahead of us as much as possible.
I'll be.
Yep.
I
absolutely.
can take front on this. Seeing,
Yep. That was my next question. What
Yeah.
is the marching order?
I've got the Outlander. I'll take front. I kind of know the woods probably better than you two. And whether or not I truly do, I believe
You're not in the
I do.
woods right now. You're in open plains.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It'll be about a week before you get to the woods.
Wow. Okay. That
Yeah,
would have been good to know.
Look at your map. I mean, there's a little distance from the river to the actual
I don't-
start of
Oh, that's
the.
further
I don't
than
have
thought
the.
it was.
I don't have that Alan Dole map. I have my map. Aha! Yeah, I don't have the Alan Dole map.
Right? Let me.
I'm going off. There's a very short.
Oh no!
It's
you're right.
like
You're right. You're right.
straight into the
So
woods.
it's 2 days. You're
Okay.
Right. It's 2 days. My mistake. I was thinking a different section that I was working on this weekend.
Oh,
My mistake.
Out to the south.
Man, that tiny bit of road.
No,
is
not
2
to the south.
days.
It's to the north actually.
Dang, dude.
Uh,
All right, yeah.
so you got about like not probably actually.
We're not even in the woods yet.
If you're pushing, no, you're not. You can see,
So we
like,
can see Telsia
way in the
and
distance.
Gret
Yeah.
in the- okay.
Yep.
All right.
okay.
So, yeah, you guys are
Doesn't
moving.
mean that she won't lay an ambush for us.
Yeah.
So anyway, back
oh
to
well, if Owl sees anything, then let me know. 'Cause I'll
Okay.
blast some horns at him or something.
so you are moving. Roll me just a perception check with your owl's perception, seeing as it is keeping an eye out.
Come on, Owl.
Advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
And this
That is a
totally
natural
relies
20.
on
Yeah.
sight.
I'm gonna, so
That-
this would
It
be
sees everything.
a
Okay.
21.
21. All right. So, you guys are moving at a very, I wouldn't say you're running or anything like that, but it's like you're at a steady pace. You're trying, you're power walking, trying to make good time. Throughout the day, every now and then, you'll kind of check in with your consciousness and with your own vision even. And you'll see that your owl is very much keeping a, like, almost a piece, like, you get that almost sense of, like, where a piece of maybe that old training that you're familiar with, which what sentries do or scouts or, where it's like, it's not just flying aimlessly, keeping an eye out. It's like, it is making strategic flight patterns, and it is doing a grid back and forth, keeping an eye out in front of you. And so far, nothing. By the time you get about an hour into it, it picks up very much some figures in the distance, which won't take long to figure out. 3 figures. It is Telsia and her group.
Okay.
They seem to be on a brisk pace as well,
Okay.
but not as, I guess, consciously brisk as you
They don't know
all are
there's
doing.
something out there. Yep. All right.
You will continue this pace.
Oh.
You will slowly start gaining to the point where even you all will start to see them in the distance. As it goes on and later into the day, it starts to get into evening. Are you stopping for the night, or are you pushing through the night?
Are we still on the plains?
You are getting closer now to the
Yeah.
forest, but it's starting to get into a little bit more of like hills that before you get to the forest. You still got about probably a little over half a day before you'd actually get to the actual forest. Your guesstimation from the directions you were given that this farmstead is probably hours away from the actual forest, where it's like they're the last thing from the dock before it's like the road goes through the forest.
Okay.
Here,
So we're another 2-3 hours into dusk.
Right now you're at dusk. You
Yeah.
can still
2-3
travel.
hours to this farmhouse if it exists.
I would say probably closer to like 6 hours if you're
Yeah.
pushing through the night.
to the farmhouse.
Are we worried about the other group doing something?
Not particularly.
They want to travel ahead as fast as they can too.
They're not moving as fast
Yeah.
as you. They're just looks like they're doing more of the equivalent of like we burned half our day on the boat. Let's try to put some ground between us and that, And it's like even if they probably saw you by this point, they didn't pick up their pace. So it's not like they're like, oh no, they're coming.
There's a part of me that wants them to continually, just in case, that they will pick up whatever predatory creatures may be.
We can sleep in tomorrow.
Well, that works as well.
Might as well.
I don't know that I feel comfortable setting ourselves up out in the open on the plains like this. We can see everything, but everything can see us as well.
So if we check out off the road for a little bit, are we confident that we can keep track of where the other team ended
Once
up?
we hit the forest, it is anybody's guess as to where they are. It is so easy to get lost within the trees.
Yeah, we got some stuff in our favor.
We got a storm coming in yet too.
That is true. It is supposed to be within the next day. Is there anything I can see that's making me like, okay, yeah, it's really...
Yeah, you can see clouds in the distance.
Yeah.
It's just like
Again, it is...
brewing.
Yeah.
There's a storm front definitely taking over the horizon as the sun is going down behind you. You turn around.
Is this
and it's
one of
like,
those ones
oh.
where it's like, yeah, you really don't want to be traveling, or do I not have that idea?
with
a
what you
summer storm.
roll me another survival check.
Okay.
It's getting more and more evident.
Survival of 18.
18.
Yeah.
Not that like, okay, you're not like, you wouldn't be any kind of exposure or any kind
Won't
of
be
worrying
comfortable.
about being like if we're stuck outside, we're gonna, it's like unless you get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
But it's like you wouldn't want to be outside in this.
Yeah.
You could,
Well-
but you wouldn't want to be.
Depending on when the storm hits, if we are outside, we are not going to die per se from the...
This doesn't look like hurricanes.
Yeah.
Or
It is not going to be comfortable, but we can still make way.
The other group is about half hour ahead of us at this point.
more or less. Yeah.
So
I say we find the
let's
farmhouse.
keep going. We're too close for them for my comfort anyway.
Yeah. Let's find the farmhouse.
So keep pushing through the night.
Yep.
Yep. Up until we get there. Yep.
Okay. Then, seeing as you're taking the lead,
Yep.
roll me a survival check with disadvantage. Seeing as you
With
can't see,
disadvantage.
you can't see at
Okay,
night.
so that's 21, and that is 9.
Okay.
Owl can. Which are you saying you'd like to assist in some way, trying to
Yep.
use owl? So you can roll flat. You can roll over flat
Okay.
because you're getting assistance from him with his owl.
10.
So 10, even 10
One better.
with
my
survival.
disadvantage. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So 10.
Does he appear to be flagging? Using his survival skills to.
A little like it looks like
Why don't I take lead for a little bit here, Lieutenant Snum? You did a fantastic job. You've been in
It is
front
too
all day.
dark. I can't see a damn thing out here.
yeah, and that's not even like a shot at him. You also with your training would also be like he might be a little out of his depth. Like I'm more used to this scenario than maybe he is.
Yeah.
You did a great job all day.
So
And he's got 2 feet extra height to see what's going around. So
Oh, sure.
Seems like we're worried about the darkness, Theobald. I have some special eye drops. Should I save those or use them?
did you get those from Leech?
Yeah.
Oh, let's hold on to them.
Those are far more important for when we are actually in the ruins than right
Sounds
now.
Would you like me to roll a survival
yes,
check?
with advantage, seeing as you're using your owl to assist.
That'd be a 14.
14. Okay.
Right.
You're able to keep your pace, especially like at a certain point. You actually, what's our travel order now? You're in the lead.
Yeah, I would probably be just behind him. If
Okay.
not at the end, just so you could be in the middle. It doesn't
I'm fine
matter
in the
to me.
back.
Okay, yeah.
A few times.
I'm gonna have my bow out too while we're creeping up on that other.
Oh yeah, I've been using my staff.
Not creeping up, but
Yeah,
continuing to close in on them. Yes.
I get you. Just for the sake of it, because I have an idea in my head to help do some of this, I would like you to make me an wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Ooh, that's not bad.
That would be 19.
19.
Nice.
Okay. You get to have the experience of trying something while you're on the move, which is navigating. Granted, being out in the open like this, great first try to do it, this experiment. But you get to have night vision and watch yourself running through your owl's eyes while you're blind through your eyes.
It's a top-down shooter.
And so as the owl is making much tighter kind of back and forth, you're watching you and navigating your path through your owl's eyes.
Cool.
Dude, that's legit. That's legit.
And you two are like, it's getting dark. No one's said they're lighting torches or anything like that.
Not
and
yet.
you are all like, it's like, he's keeping a great path. You know, just like all you're doing is keeping the back of his body in front
Stone
of
on
you.
the left. Look out.
Are we sure that he is human?
Well, I mean, I could use a minor illusion to tag him with a little illumination in the back, so we don't lose sight.
Yeah,
of him.
just a little.
Yeah,
a little
like a little glow stick.
Yeah, like
Little
we'd
rave
have
stick?
like
Little number.
we'd have like
the runners bib on the back.
Nice, there you go.
we'd have lumen bars when we're walking in formation in the dark in the woods, and
That works.
that's how we would
Just a little, yeah.
Mhm.
Any particular color?
just green,
Green, cool.
Yeah, so you just kind of at a certain point, just like,
not too bright or anything.
Oh, that is handy.
so yeah, you're making your way, and not even a half hour at this point because it's starting to get darker, and the storm clouds have actually draining some of that light from the sky. You're not even getting moonlight at this point.
It is dark.
You are pushing through, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, especially you, except you saw it coming, but it took you a second because you're
Sure, yep.
switching perceptions
Like
and all that.
dual
where
vision,
all of a
yep.
sudden you hear a group of people hustling, walking at a steady pace, and they're all of a sudden right there on your right as you are trucking along. And very quickly, like they like you see a staff light up, and you can see Talsia, which for a moment, as you are watching, all of a sudden you will have
blinded.
yep, not blinding to the point where you're anything, but just enough where it's like, oh, flashlight, yep, no, okay, I'm better.
They're to our right.
And they are surprised. Yeah, they're to your right. You're on their left. As we were
should,
joking, on your left,
Yeah, I should thaumaturgy on your left.
All right, yeah, so perfect. So as you just start to hear them, light comes up, you're on your left.
Oh!
Of course, it's them.
Oh, well. Did not expect to catch up to you so quickly.
You're all making good time. We'll see you at the farmhouse.
Farmhouse?
I'm not leaving. I'm staying right behind
Thanks for coming
you.
out, guys.
Bye. Have a bit of time.
You'll hear them start to pick up the pace a little bit. It's like, there's a farmhouse. They'll start to move with you. Keeping a distance, though, and you'll... it slowly grows just because they can't see you as well as you can see them. But at first starting about like 60 feet and then slowly 65, 70, 80, to the point where they're trailing because they're not using torches and light. They are trying to keep a low profile as well, just for the simple fact of one of the people in their party can see in low light.
And they have no idea if we're lying or not.
So, you keep on moving. Can everybody make me a Constitution saving throw, seeing as we are pushing at a good pace through the night?
Not one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not one.
This sucks.
Yep.
10.
7. All right. You're going to get to about midnight. you have made really good time. Around then, like, first, like, you're gonna start to notice that you keep catching up to Loon, and it's like, come on, big boy, you know. And then shortly after, you'll notice that all of a sudden you're starting to leave both of them behind for the simple fact of he's bringing up the rear, and it's like you guys all have a level of exhaustion. You are all like, you've pushed yourselves, like you were up like half the day on the boat, yes, but then you were pushing that
We
pace.
haven't been keeping up with our calisthenics. anymore.
Right. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I mean, week and a half. I mean, yeah. There's not a great. You know.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well.
True. So how much cardio were you really doing?
Not a whole lot. Not
Right.
enough. Yeah. I can't.
Yeah. Hammy. Oh, I should have stretched. So you can keep pushing if you want. You probably at this point are less than like 2 to 3 hours less to getting to the area that should have had the farmhouse.
That should have had. I don't like the way you word that.
At our walking pace, it's another 2 to 3 hours, or what is 2 to 3 hours at a
At
jog?
your pushing. At your pushing.
Pushing. All right. Well,
This is
If
becoming.
you go
iron.
back to just regular pace, it'll be probably 3 to 4.
at what time is it? At midnight.
It's midnight right now, so you'll still get there before the sun rises. Which, without even rolling, you are still like the wind's picking up a little, like little gusts. Slow at temperature slightly has dropped a little, but the storm's not here yet. You're just starting to
Given
see the
that 2 to
precursors.
3 hours that storm is going to be here, I
Keep
don't know
going.
that I want
We
to be
can
caught
spend
out on
that-
the open plains like these.
And spend the storm in the inn. If
This
it's
is exhausting, but it's not worth being out here to get caught in that gale.
all right. And we'll keep going as best we can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Roll me one more Constitution saving throw. This one isn't going to hurt you as badly as the last one, hopefully.
7.
7.
No.
13.
Oh.
14.
13, 13?
14.
14, okay. You're not taking another level of exhaustion, don't worry. Your pace will be slow just a little bit. Loon just isn't able to maintain.
It's been a long time since I've had a hardy walk like this.
And so,
Stuck in the Stones District for how long?
I have been so
Stuck on a
cooped up for
boat.
so long. I can't
You
do
got
these.
so excited, and you just gotta set your pace a little faster. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
you blew yourself out in the first half. You know,
I
lethal,
need Gatorade.
lethal sprinter. You've only been training for a 5K. You're supposed to train for a 10K if you're doing a 5K.
Oh, yeah, maybe a marathon.
Yeah, you got any group Gatorade for
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
some goat's milk or something?
No,
Yeah.
beer is good for that.
But, no.
It is.
Carbs, man.
Carbs.
Yeah.
Got carbo load.
Right. We're set for the next one. Our next fast-paced roll will be at advantage because we're carbo loaded, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you guys are running, and
I'm already testing that theory.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
as you are taking a break and just letting Loon catch his breath, let's be honest, you're all exhausted. So even though it's like, yeah, we'll stop for you for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you need a break, that's perfectly okay.
Just say so. We're alone. We don't gotta prove anything.
You speak for yourself over there.
No, I could go another hour at least. At least another hour. Like, I'm just saying, if you need it, I'll stop. It's not.
Love it.
Everyone, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Well, you have a level of exhaustion, my friend.
Oh,
shoot.
okay, that's not bad though. Where is it?
11.
Perception. 12.
11.
11, 12. Okay.
19.
Oh, 19. I thought you said 11.
I said 11.
Oh,
Did you
sorry.
get that on a
And
disadvantage,
then you were
man?
staring
That's
at me, so I
awesome.
said it again.
Because he's
That's
blind.
awesome.
Did you do it? So did you make a flat roll then? If you're using
With
owl,
your owl?
just in case it's better.
It's perception, right?
Yeah.
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 But
No,
you've
it's
been
just one
using
of my
owl the whole
skills.
time.
I didn't roll a flat roll.
Make a
I
flat roll
rolled a
because
20.
you.
I rolled a 20 and I rolled a 13. So
Okay. If you'd like, because I assume you were using owl still,
yeah,
you may just re-roll and it's better. You can take it just a flat roll.
better than a 20.
No. Better than the disadvantage roll.
Better than 19.
Better than 19?
Better than 19 total.
All right.
Hey, I'm being generous.
Yes, you are. All right, that would be a 25 then.
Okay,
Ooh-ha.
yeah. So, I'm going to assume for that fact.
Because Owl don't care.
I don't care.
What are y'all
More
doing?
Owl. Yeah, he's just gliding. He's just like, keep up. So, you're all taking a breath, catching yourselves. And as you kind of catch your breath and you're kind of immediately kind of like, all right, just check around and kind of check in. Owl will be circling around, and in the distance, it actually can see what looks to be some kind of, like on the top of a hillside. Like there's something way up there.
There's a
You're-
structure, some
Yep,
non-natural structure.
Yep,
Little
something's
course
up there.
correction.
And you're within an hour, it looks like. But you also notice that not too far away, because they're starting to get to like not the forest, but just like a few like kind of groves here and there of some trees and things like that. You see what looks like maybe a half broken wagon, half in one of the groves, not too far off the road,
Okay.
probably less than 100 yards away.
Okay.
But that's just kind of.
Yep.
It's
just in
doing
local.
surveillance, and it's like, oh, look, something up there. Oh, look, something over there.
Okay.
That's all.
Looks like there's a structure up on a rise over there.
Oh, good,
That's our
we are still on
tavern.
track. I believe that is our farmhouse.
Which is a tavern.
And there's a half-broken wagon a little ways up here. Can't you see it? Can't you guys see it?
Can we?
guess-
It's
I
dark.
guess I just-
It's dark. We
I
can't
know.
see it.
good
I can
eyes.
barely see my hand in front of my face right now. There
I
is
spent a
no.
lot of time on night patrol.
And wind is picking up.
Yeah.
Wagon doesn't
You guys
sound
got
very...
cut your breath. Let's go check. Let's start heading that way. Is the wagon kind of in general direction of the?
It'd be about, it's 100 yards off the road. So
Okay.
from where you are, you'd have to go off the road to, like, where the edge of the grove is.
Okay.
So it's not too far. Like, you're not, like,
Did it-
especially you're not going to lose your way.
All right.
Was it? Does it look like it's fresh? Like it just got there, or has it been there for a while?
It's dark out. How am I supposed to tell? Let's go check it out.
I don't know. You
Sorry.
can somehow see this thing far up the hill.
Okay.
Find out.
All right.
You can see it, but you can't see it. Okay.
Call me crazy.
I'm crazy.
You guys better stick with me. All right. Or I could go check it out quick and come back.
No. We'll go
No.
with you if that's
There's
the...
no reason to go alone. Not these
All right.
times.
I'm gonna send Owl in a little closer.
What,
Getting
what,
these rolls out now, I should be saving all these.
What is going on?
Setting Owl closer.
Yep.
Okay. So you're moving towards it.
Yep.
Okay. So as you kind of making your way, Owl is going to start taking some closer passes. Looks like just roll me a perception check with advantage for Owl.
Owl gets a 12.
12. Okay. Passing over
I'm
it.
sorry. Perception for Owl would be a 14.
14. Okay. Few passes over it. What looks to be like it's definitely a broken down wagon. It looks like it probably at some point was dragged here, probably within the last maybe anywhere between a day or two or a month.
Okay.
Just from it looks
But the wheels
somewhat
aren't busted
fresh.
up. That's not like aged wood. It's not.
It's not aged and all that. If
Okay.
anything, it just looks like more recent, like
Okay.
wear and tear. Like plants aren't overgrowing on it. Things like that.
Okay.
There is one wheel that looks like it's got a few like broken. What are they called? Spokes still on a way? Okay,
Yeah,
spokes. I just do, but a few broken ones that looks to be like there's some arrows that are still stuck into it.
Oh.
And then passing the second time over as you are starting to get within range yourself, you still can't see it actually, your own vision, but you will see there are 3 kind of mounds of dirt not too far placed next to it. So you are probably now within about 30 to 40 feet. Still not enough that you're able to see it in the pitch dark without Owl. But
Heads up, boys.
Whoa, what are you doing?
What you're talking
Get my bow out.
Okay.
so you
Yeah,
hear the clack of an arrow being notched. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, getting down more, just
Okay.
staying lower, and then prepping the quarterstaff, I guess.
All right, I'm trying to stay stealthy then.
Okay,
Alright.
maybe clicking the.
Click. Yep.
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Don't even have to look.
Loom, where? Click. Thank you.
I'm going to have to oil this thing or something.
You'll be in a caves in the future somewhere. Like we lost Loom. Click. We'll find him.
All right.
Oh, man.
What are you doing?
Walking up to the wagon, and just gonna checking underneath it, looking around it.
Okay. Make me investigation checks.
Yeah,
I'll
but
do.
what do you want us?
How are you going about this? Are you using Owl in some way? If seeing as you're doing this is investigation
I'm gonna
close
keep,
up.
I'm
And,
gonna keep Owl up on.
okay, so
and
this
run
would be
on perimeter.
disadvantage then because this is relying on you.
And it's dark.
And
Although
it is dark, and you're
And
exhausted.
Exhaustion sucks.
that would be a
It gets worse.
I know it does.
investigation is be a 15.
15. Okay.
Still
So
good.
looking under the wagon, things like that, you're not seeing too much. You will very quickly get the sense of like this wagon was attacked. Maybe bandits.
Always pointing
or,
out arrows. You guys see this?
Yep. And they are standard, kinds of arrows and
I
a
was
few
gonna say,
bolts.
no way of
and,
knowing.
you
Grab the
very
wood- grab
quickly
the side of the wagon, just kind of read, is the wood old? It's not old. It's
doesn't feel that old. No.
This was done recently.
Looks like part of your investigation looks like one of the axles actually might have broke.
Okay.
So probably why whoever was here didn't take it, because it'd be more labor than
Would
Nothing in the wagon.
wagon has basically been stripped bare.
would I've seen those mounds yet?
Roll me perception with disadvantage.
It's the low one. It's just barely the low one. 7.
7. You're not you're
No.
you're really relying on him right now for the simple
Yeah.
fact of he for some reason has been able to see in pitch dark and the wind is kicking up
Yeah.
and even at this point you even are seeing in the clouds distantly
Just
there's
little
little
bits of- yeah.
thunder and
Theobald, I do not mean to rush you, but we are running out of time.
about this time you are going to hear people running on the road passing by.
Could we
Running?
safely assume that it's the other group?
Which
You
way?
very quickly hearing that
Oh.
will see that it's
Okay.
their group running by.
That's them.
Well, suckers are gonna miss the free.
They seem like they are keeping a very good pace. Those were all my super high rolls where I'm like, they all made their saves. They're just like, ha, 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 Run all day, run all night. We will never stop.
It's just a pace. It's not like they're
guys.
running from something. is
Jogging.
it?
They're just
Oh,
they're
they're
at that
just
same
moving.
pace as kind of what you were trying to
They're
do.
just
I think we
moving.
better bring them in on this.
There's okay. Then I'll thaumaturgy at them. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys! Yeah. They stop and
Jeepers.
even from you can't hear it, but you get the sense through Owl's vision. You see Talsia's shoulders just, and you will see a beacon of light come from the staff. She holds it up and starts walking just very calmly towards all of you. You'll see that the dragoon is standing still on the road, sword out. Just he's at the ready. Gret is following Talsia.
I'm gonna have Owl perch up in a tree.
Okay.
There's
Right,
footing,
you're
so-
right on. The wagon is pulled into the first part of the grove, so there are
Right.
trees all around. So as they make their way, they'll be under the light, and they'll just oh, what did we find here, boys?
The recent attack.
Kind of looks at the mounds that both of you now can see. There are 3 mounds of dirt that look very much like someone was buried. And she's like, very astute.
I wanted to ask, how fresh are they?
You roll me an investigation check.
Okay. That's with disadvantage because it is a check. Correct?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, still good. Investigation. Oh, not good because it's -1. 11.
Rock on. Hard to tell.
Okay.
It's probably within weeks.
Okay.
Like, it's still, if you've ever been to a cemetery after, it's like, it's loose dirt that has not settled.
Okay.
But yesterday, 3 weeks ago,
Since we've
There
got
is these. We are
sorry.
hoping. Oh, were you gonna?
since we've got light,
yeah,
are these bolts and these arrows, are they human made, orcish made?
oh, roll me an investigation.
I was gonna ask.
I'll give it
Sorry.
flat
I'm
roll.
sorry.
Flat roll with the fact of your background and just
You're probably better for
Natural
this
20.
anyway.
Natural
Oh,
20.
No kid.
Sorry, investigation. So
Wait.
sorry.
But we're
22.
exhausted, so that's not.
No, I'm giving him a
So you
flat
give me a
roll
flat
for
roll.
his background, military weapons, stuff like that. He's seen a lot of different makes. Thank you, I'll DM.
Good job.
No, remind me all the time because I do forget things. Please do. He's shrinking.
Hold on, am I out of frame yet?
No, you still had quite a bit to go under the table. Which at that point I'll get up and I'll just move the camera. You'll very quickly you'll figure out that these aren't like they're not crude or like homemade or anything like that. They are store bought. They are not the best quality by any means. They are not fine craftsmanship. They're off the shelf.
All right.
Walmart.
Okay.
That's
They're
yeah.
functional. They do what their job is, and affordable. So, yeah, that's what you realize. Looking at the arrows, you kind of pull one out and pull out a bolt, stuff like that. You would say
Bandits
any?
or-
Yeah, it could be
Yep.
bandits. I mean, heck,
Local
you've got
militia.
people you probably had in your regiment that use. It's like, hey, it's what you got sometimes.
Yep.
Functionable enough.
She's looking at all of you.
Looking at this and the impending storm,
Yes, we were making time actually to some farmhouse.
listen, as much as we are in combatant with each other, there is shelter up here, and I do not feel comfortable letting you just waltz your way into such a storm and such uncomfortable things. I believe I am hoping I am not stepping out of bounds to offer the same shelter to them that I am getting looks. I am going to shut up.
Oh, he's adorable.
Yeah, that's the word.
I have a heart of gold. What can I say?
He hasn't been out here long, has he?
No.
You hang on to that as long as you can. We have an understanding, I believe, my husband and I, and we will be keeping a fair and plain relationship, I would say.
Good word.
I am not offering you anything I wouldn't offer anyone else.
I feel like you offer quite a lot.
That is true. You are not wrong.
So what is this farmhouse?
It is simply that. It's a farmhouse. You mentioned you saw it. Does it look like it would fit all of us? Or did it?
Is this some bumpkin farm?
Listen, I talked to the fur trader at the dock. He said it's a farmhouse that's kind of been converted into an inn. Good as anything, right?
That works, yeah. Especially if it's an actual functioning inn of some sort. That's even better. Hopefully they have accommodations for more than a few people.
Great
So,
observation.
Kind of
Talia.
looking around at the area, she's like, so anyone you knew that you were stopping to sightsee, or...
Not particularly. He just took a look. We followed him. He's our eyes right now.
She'll kind of hold the light a little closer. Interesting. And
Perhaps.
she'll actually, as you can talk, but she'll be kind of looking around in the trees right now.
Sure. Perhaps if there's bandits about, it might be safer. Less confusion on their part if we just joined up temporarily and done our way up to the farmhouse.
Large
There's
in
6 of
numbers.
us instead of 3. Less likely that they're gonna mess with us.
Yeah, Gret will be standing behind. He's like, he's got a point. They're less likely to, if there are any around, to try to take on 6 versus 3. And she's just like, yes, that's true.
So it is decided we are a happy family again. Yay! And I'm.
I actually
This way, Vincent. This
And
way.
then, sorry, that okay.
I actually miss Blood Drunk.
What
And
about Ferris?
Oh,
he was,
A champion.
yeah, that he was.
Fairly
He
finless.
might have been excluded from what I did in the arena.
oh no.
Well, so
Oh.
would you escort a lady, gentlemen?
I would love to, but I don't see one.
Carlos,
Oh,
that is
I'm
not
sorry.
proper manners.
Yes.
A little bop with the.
This way.
No.
Nope. You'll just see for just the split second from her hand up to the light and back down, just a little bit of like static electricity, like, and she's like, "It's quite all right." She's like, "Theobald," and she'll start to walk in the way you gestured. You all get about.
Are you forgetting somebody?
What was that?
You got
Saying-
someone armored?
That's
Perhaps.
the direction you're going back
Oh,
to
that's
the
the
road.
direction.
That was
Okay.
the.
Alright,
I assumed that's what
alright.
you were doing,
Alright.
going back to the road.
If that's
Okay.
what'll get us to where we go.
Yes,
Alright,
yes,
so we're
sorry.
heading into the woods. All right.
Sorry, he was hanging back from where you all went
Sure.
off and was
Fair
like,
enough.
"They're coming back here, right?" You know. Also, where are they going?
Guys.
He's just a lonesome dog.
Alright.
So y'all start to walk away and move towards the road. Everyone, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I'll roll for
Oh,
which are
no.
flat rolls. What?
Owl.
Owl with advantage for the simple fact of he's not exhausted and can see in the dark.
I got a 3.
Ooh, Gret
Thank
saw
you very
nothing.
much.
Nat one.
Natural one.
Gret and you are both kind of,
We
you know,
are
like,
side by side.
your friend's a jerk, but you were kind of nice. You know, how's it going? You know?
I have a 16,
16 for you.
Dang, man.
and Owl has a
Trade dice.
22.
22.
Sorry, 21.
21. Colin.
3.
3. All right. So, makes sense. You've gestured. People are starting to move that way. You kind of take one last over the landscape.
Because that's what I do.
Yep. And you even flip your vision and take one last pass. And you have this weird, because it happens so fast, where you almost get it from 2 perspectives. You know?
Wow. Chameleon.
All of a sudden, out of the mound of dirt in front of you, a dirty humanoid face, it just all of a sudden sits up and just, Flah! Oh, Jesus.
What?
You two don't hear this.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
just
obviously.
outside. You know, you've made your way. You're the only
Dragon's
one who hears
teeth.
this, and it just. Who's speaking?
Turn. No, wait, I was facing that direction.
Yeah.
Maelstrom. Colin. Linsensinom.
What is going on? What is wrong with you, Tim? Oh my
Now,
gosh!
yeah, and she shines like she's like, what? And she's like, oh God.
What?
And there is a dirty, very pale skin. He's got very curly black hair, short, you know, matted. I mean, head to toe covered in dirt. Bare chest sitting up, and just human, yeah, and just standing there or sitting there, right in front of you. And she's last words tells you like, "My God!" And he's just look wincing at the light. And he's
He
like,
doesn't.
could you turn that
He's
down just a little bit? That'd be appreciated. Is there dim, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, and as soon as I realize he's not a threat, I kind of take my staff and pull hers out of the way a little bit and walking towards him. How are you?
Sense gnome.
Once, give me just a moment. How is he doing? I'm trying to like examine.
Yeah, as you walk in, he's wincing, and you kind of shield the light. He's like, "Oh, that's much better." He's like, "Stop that!" What? What? And he sees
You
your
are supposed-
arrow and everything. What? And he just looks behind him and just not.
You, sir, are supposed to be dead. You have been buried for what appears to have been at least more than a week.
Stands up, bare naked.
Very now.
And he's just like, I don't feel dead.
Any wounds immediately visible. Like anything that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There is some really wicked looking scars.
Scars, but not open wounds.
They
that
look
would have
very
been-
fresh,
Okay.
but they are closed scars.
Okay,
And
yeah, I'm
he's just-
still trying to follow
wiping
them
them. He's
and
like,
checking. Like
I feel very much. It's breathing. I feel very much alive. It's
What?
quite nice.
I'd probably.
can I tell what's going on?
I don't know what do you.
I'm medicine.
I will have gone up next to Loon Sentinome too, and really
17 on
curious.
both.
I'll kick the other mound, see if anybody else needs help
22.
getting out.
Okay, yeah, you start kicking them.
Well,
it's like,
what's going
they
on?
might be alive, you know. Corpses.
These guys partied way too hard.
The first one, as you're digging through, you'll find there looks to be a female who is also stripped. And she has some very evident slash wounds that are wide open.
But
You'll go to the next one. Yeah, very dead. Very dead. Worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. And
I rolled 17 on both, so 22.
for what?
Medicine.
Like medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not going to let, like, right, every time you start, like,
Yeah,
and
I'm
he just
really-
stop boundaries. Like, I appreciate.
You are recently dead. What are you?
Dead is such a permanent stage, and I don't feel that way.
These
Why
are very
can we
fresh.
put the weapons down? That feels so aggressive.
Are these your friends?
Looks over. He's like, well, not very lively bunch, are they?
You shouldn't be either.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm alive, and they're obviously not.
Okay. Do you remember anything from before waking up naked in front of us?
Looks down. He's like, oh, there I am. Yep. No, I do not remember anything
A piece of cloth
before
I've just taken it.
this moment. Which, by the way, it's...
I would like to make an insight check.
Oh, absolutely. I smell bullshit.
Oh my.
Jeez.
Disadvantage though.
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
That's too bad.
12.
Oh,
12?
sorry. Yeah, 12.
This is probably something
In
you
light
can't
of
help
all
with,
of the
but-
situation of possibly seeing someone come back from the dead, you are a little taken off guard. But he seems legit. Yeah, he seems like he's above board, even though it's odd and it feels like maybe him not knowing anything is making it hard to read. You know, but you're not picking up overt tones to him, you know. And he'll just kind of speaking of the whole naked business, anybody got a pair of pants, something I could borrow? And Talcia will be standing there. She's like, well, here. And she'll just wave, and all of a sudden all the dirt and everything comes off, and he's like, oh, lovely. Lovely. That's quite a trick. It is a little cold though. Anyone?
I don't carry extra clothing on my person. I'll take off my
No, it's quite all right, and he'll just step out of the grave. Well, I suppose is everyone's weapon still up at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
the
Okay.
staff
I mean,
is
I
away,
don't.
but
I'm not.
Yeah,
carrying
no,
weapons, though.
you're not carrying. You know.
my hands are loosely ready.
Okay. Other than him,
Yeah.
and Staff is kind of at the ready with light, but
Yeah.
you know that can quickly change.
Yeah.
And Gret is 100%. He's got a rod out, and he's like,
Don't trust us for 1 second.
yeah, no. And
What about the night?
he's far enough away. He
Oh, he
knows
doesn't
nothing
even-
about this yet.
Is he still going?
No, he's standing on the road 100
okay.
yards away.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He'll just kind of look at it. He's like, is that really necessary? It's not like I'm
Yeah.
holding anything. I mean, well, I could, but I apologize for how this all, I guess, came about.
Yeah.
Could you point me in the direction of, I guess, the nearest shelter? Because I think that's a concern I need to think about, being alive. Anyone?
Well, I cannot.
You can't let a guy just stand out here in the rain naked.
Rain. There's rain.
There's rain coming.
There is a storm coming in from over there in the east.
Storms. That's not a good thing, I don't think.
No.
Something rings a bell with that. That's not good.
Insight on that.
Sure, roll. Disadvantage.
No. Okay. Insight on that roll is a total of 13.
13. It's the equivalent of someone who doesn't remember anything.
Amnesia.
Who is I guess the best way I can say is I don't know anything. But yet there's a part of him that seemed to be doing like the fingers through a Rolodex.
Oh, sure.
And like kind of like storm. Okay, yeah, that's probably not a good thing.
You are such an odd character, but you are a living soul. I cannot just let you out.
You're just staring.
I take my robe off. I still have the wraps around me on
Yeah.
the top, but I just cover up with this. We
Oh,
are heading to a place just up the hill.
bloody decent of you, friend. He'll kind of wrap it
I
around
would
his
like
waist.
that back at the end, please.
He's like, well, as soon as I get something else, I suppose.
So I'll be
I
like,
will volunteer to keep watch over him, but we cannot just leave him standing here. It is not, it is not
absolutely. I'm
fair
with
to him.
Loon here. What are we waiting for?
And he just kind of like
I'm kind of trying to make Telsia
tries
and
to like
Gert look
gesture
guilty.
your arrow down and towards Gret, just like, hey, we're all friends here, right? I mean,
We do not know
I'm
that
a
you are
naked
not a
dead guy
magic
who
user.
just woke up.
We are not aware that you are not a magic user. Their caution is well advised in this moment. However, we are not going to treat you like another bandit or some scallywag. We are going to try and help you.
Fair. Seems bloody decent of you.
Gret, Telsia.
They were, yeah. They're kind of this. They're quiet. They're watching. Like, yeah. And Talcia is like,
I can keep him at the front with me, so long you can all be behind us. I will be guardian for
Or we
all.
can just put him down and keep on with the missions.
I'm just
oh, down. That seems aggressive.
no,
What's
no.
down?
Theobald.
Do you? And he kind of points back to the ground. He's like, down.
I do believe that is what he means.
Theobald.
Oh,
Theobald.
hey guys, and lady, my apology. I'll just go. Where are you going? I'll go the opposite way. No harm, no foul.
No, come on, Theobald. If he's up to no good, that's not our responsibility. But if we leave him out here in the cold and rain to die again, that's our responsibility. And Theobald, we are not indifferent to the lives of people like some people we know. And I'll just kind of glare at Telsia.
We don't know his people.
Under my breath.
You know,
says
we
the
could
Malcolm.
ask Malcolm how he feels about indifference towards life.
You know his people?
Do I know he's people?
His eyes are just big, and he's just listening back and forth. He's like, I think I'm people.
Listen, you got Loon, you got me to watch him.
And we got a man who
This
just
is-
sat up out of a grave.
I don't
know.
know at all how to do this. But like, even being able to like, does he have the typical signs of life? Can I see a vein pulsing? Does he seem truly alive?
Alive.
Yeah.
Roll me another medicine check. and then a perception check, both with a disadvantage, obviously.
Natural 20 on that. What a waste. Medicine 7, perception. Oh, that's the lowest roll. 5.
5.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
For a moment, would you
But
let me just?
actually,
I'm going to put my.
I'll say, for the simple fact of there is a light source. You're looking for like a vein
Just
or anything,
like,
and then
even the veins in
he's
his
just-
skin.
Yeah, and it's like you'll just see at a certain point, and he's just like, guys, seriously. And there's just the slightest hint of, because the temperature is dropping.
Okay, so he does have breath.
There is that.
Okay.
Loon, do
That
you
was
have those
generous.
manacles yet?
Yeah.
Loon, do you have those manacles yet?
Yeah, that is a good point. Sorry, if you do not mind, for our safety and yours.
Well, wait a minute, guys.
That's not.
I have.
It's not the driller I'd go with, but here we go.
But
It will get
first,
you safely
come on
up to
now.
the hill.
Hold on. Before you do that, he's still naked.
I
So-
gave him my cloak.
Yeah, he's
He's
got a,
wrapped with
yeah,
my.
he's
with
got
my
basically
Oh,
around his
seven
I
foot
waist.
took my
tall
shirt
cloak.
off.
Well, I had already
got a
pulled
toga
out a
on.
dress from my disguise kit to give to him, so I probably forgot that you gave him your cloak. So,
You were busy
I
digging
can,
through your
I
bag.
can make this work.
no, it's good. Guys, come on.
He'll hold
Shelter.
out his wrists. He's like, if we must. I mean,
And I'll put them on where they're loose enough where they're not going to hurt, but
Yeah.
like still,
Are they iron? Are they steel?
steel manacles.
They're disappointment.
Right.
That's what they are.
I am trying to keep the
he just
peace.
kind of like,
All right, let us go. The storm is not waiting for us to sit here and bicker. We need to get up the hill.
Talcia is going to very quickly, like as she's like, yes, let's get going, and linger in the back with you as you all start to move, and as you all start to head back, she's like, why are we not just killing him and bringing him back to the way he's supposed to be? I think.
Shit happens.
Far too many supposed as being thrown around here, Telsia.
I'm not weighing in here. I'm just walking.
Listen, I don't think you need to worry about him because I've got him covered. Trust me, Telsia.
She'll just kind of, okay, look at you and just. Then you'll hear Gret just as he's walking up further, and he's kind of trotting to get ahead, and he gets to the knight just as all of you are kind of. You'll just kind of hear it's like, "Who's the new guy?" And it's like
That's the first time we've heard him speak.
Long story.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, it's a long. He's like, long story. He came. He was dead, and now he sat up out of his grave, and he just, oh, all right. And he just turns. Beyond that, doesn't seem too bent out of shape. Y'all
Not the
start
voting
trucking.
Yes.
brain power there.
I'm staying behind.
Yeah, I assumed.
To the right, Loon. To the right.
Yeah, of course, correcting.
Okay. Yeah, so you start making your way.
What are we
Second
doing?
here. I just gotta check one thing.
What am I doing?
Notes.
Why am I playing such a benevolent person?
I just want to be a murder hobo right now. That's why you got. That's why.
Everything in me is screaming, "Put him back down!" Like, this is like watching
This is
the
where
whole.
he belongs.
This is
This
like
is the
watching
horror
a
movie.
horror movie.
Don't go
Don't
upstairs.
do it.
Don't
So as you all, put the manacles on, it's like, all right, let's get going here.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Wait, is that a mask?
I found a bloody knife. Who dropped this? Oh, not me.
Callum?
We already went
Yeah.
over previous dating experiences. You're not safe.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
All right.
Boy, what am I?
All right.
So as we're leading him up, I
Yep.
am a bit concerned that he's a problem, but I'm a fool, so I'm just doing this. As we
Yeah,
proceed
you're all
on,
walking. you're probably you paired with him, kind of.
Yeah,
next to him?
and at some point while we're walking, I'll be lighting up my eyes with thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
I'll be making a deep sound around me
Like,
with
oh,
thaumaturgy.
that's
and
fancy.
then I'm gonna combine it with the rumbling of the earth underneath, and I'm gonna look at him and say, "We understand each other, right?"
And he'll be just like, oh, absolutely. And as you're about to step, he actually nudges you just a little bit. He's like, oh, Rock, you just want to. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All business. No problems here.
All right.
I don't know. This guy's being way too friendly.
I think I have. I think we're gonna get along fine. We got lots to talk about. So.
Oh, sounds thrilling. It'll be an experience.
All right.
So keep going. Anything in between in that last hour to get there?
Just keeping it. I mean, I'm right there with him.
Okay.
I don't suppose there's any more like.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah. At disadvantage, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Intelligence check 9.
9.
Nothing.
Other than just something's hinky about this.
Yeah.
You're not picking
I'm
up
not
anything.
comfortable,
Jinkies.
but I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, jinkies.
I'm not comfortable with it, but the other part of me is like, he's
Trying to pull his
obviously
face off and see who he
alive.
actually is.
Ow! Ow!
Any facial hair?
Nope, no facial hair. Clean shave.
Old Man Johnson.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you dirty adventurers.
Nice.
You'll make your way to the the hillside, and you'll start to see very quickly as you really get closer. This is a very large barn. It looks like it has been kind of reconstructed from a barn that traditional shape to almost like the warehouse size barn. And it's got a very small house that looks older, that looks like probably the original house, right next to it. And literally as you kind of come up the road, it's just a little ways, 50, 60 yards off with a little dirt road. And right next to it, a little signpost that says, "The Farmhouse. Come on in."
Neat.
Any lights?
Yep. It's lit on the inside. It's more
Getting
through
close to
kind of like slats
dawn
and
at
stuff
this
on the
point?
top. Can't tell. It's dark, man. It's
Dawn?
like the
It's
storm.
getting close to
It probably in
because
that time frame, you're getting that sense of it's probably, but it's like
storm's rolling
it's
in.
dark. Thunder is
storm,
rolling in the
yeah.
distance. Wind is picking up. Animals have gone to shelter. So you got here before really the rain is kicking in. You've made good time. You've pushed.
No.
So
all of a sudden, I'm less excited to be spending.
Yeah.
Day
So,
inside.
yikes.
so I mean, and like I said, pitch dark. You're all there.
Yeah.
As you turn, and it's like, oh, literally says the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, the sign says come in. I am going to take its word and walk right into the farmhouse. Yeah.
Oh, it's dark. You can't see the actual sign. It says come.
Oh, I
in.
thought
You
it.
can.
Oh, we can see.
And
lights.
Talcia can.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
dark.
It's lit up.
Yeah, it's like
Wait.
60 yards in dirt road. It's like the sign
Oh, so
outside
you can
says that.
barely see that. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. But so you make your way.
Yep.
There is
To the right there.
Why do I always veer to the left? What is wrong with me?
We went lame a little bit on the run.
It does look like you have a limp with your left leg there. I'm not sure.
I
if
pulled something on the way here. It just isn't. Hey!
you just noticing, trying to help, friend.
Do not use that word yet.
Acquaintance.
Fair enough.
I think we're all gonna get along just fine.
Maybe.
So
You need to be forthright.
How am I the gentlest guy in this group right now?
I do not know.
is typically he doesn't look like the gentle type to me. He doesn't really. I'll be honest. You feel like you'd be the gentlest one out of all. I mean, he seems large, and he just seems scary.
Normally I'm smiling.
I don't have a problem
Normally
with that.
I do not see people lift themselves out of graves.
I haven't seen that either, to be honest.
You were literally the one that did it.
Yeah, I didn't. There wasn't a mirror. Huh?
He's
Anyone?
got you there, Loon.
Nothing. All right. Well, it could be a trap. Maybe I should knock. But that's what somebody who's trying to trap you would say, probably, right?
Yeah.
You should knock.
Guys, this is
What
ridiculous.
if
Come
I'm
on.
tricking you about tricking you and we should both knock at the same time?
You say one more sentence, I'm using your head as the knocker.
We could just kill him.
The guy's a blank slate. That's fresh insight. You have to take it seriously.
Callan, would you do the honors? You seem to have the ability to do things from a distance.
Okay, I'm gonna thaumaturgy, and if the door opens with thaumaturgy,
It is unlocked, so
Yep.
Go wham!
and a stiff breeze goes in, and you do hear a startled voice from inside. It's like, oh, whoa, what the, wind's picking up, hon.
Otherwise, I think is my friend over
Get
here.
the chickens in.
You make your
Waltz
way
and
in.
right in.
It is a very, imagine a farmhouse. The top level of it, once you get inside, looks like it has actually been completely sealed and isolated with stairs going up. Otherwise, it's a very big, very roomy space. Within the back, it looks like they have kind of like half kind of like communal sleeping areas where you can be down here. You can pay a little bit more for some more private rooms upstairs. There is kind of not even a straight bar, more of like, it looks like somebody converted probably old like workbenches or tables into a bar-like setting. It doesn't look like it's freshly made. It's been around it's weathered, it's worn and stuff like that. But there's basically a gentleman coming to the door. He's got a bald head with just some hair on the sides. He's got an apron on. Looks tired. Looks like he's probably just getting going for the day.
I'm getting a Geppetto feeling.
And I wasn't thinking that old, but
Okay.
sure. younger Geppetto.
Okay.
Actually, Geppetto totally works if you go with the I can't remember the actor's name, the Spanish version in Once Upon a Time, because that's kind of roughly the thing. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, he's on his way towards the door as, you're all just getting to the door because door's open now. The wind must have done it. And he sees, oh, come in. And you are all ushered in.
Is there anyone else in here?
There does sound like there is some bustle and hustle in the back. Otherwise, no, there is currently no one in this area. There could be people sleeping, but it is super early in the morning. And that is where we're actually going to stop tonight.
Dang it. Okay.
It is almost 9:00. So we'll stop there. We will pick up right there next time. I am getting a lot of mysterious and doubtful looks from my players. Thank you for joining us. Remember to send your inspiration nominee through the chat, through Twitch, chat through Twitter, Facebook, Discord.
What have you gotten us into?
Are we already pointing fingers of who's to blame for all these? Or
I'm sure if something goes down,
it'll be your. Okay.
I'm getting the staff here.
Fair.
Quite honestly, my own.
I gotta say though, it seems like there's a possibility of like a person rising from the dead may have squashed that beef between Telsia, because they seem the most like he should be dead, right?
I'm trying to follow.
He should totally be dead.
I'm trying to follow my monastery's path, but oh boy.
All right.
It's one hell of a second chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Please come
kidding.
back and join us next Tuesday.
That's where I'm at right now.
Have a great week, and until then, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.